What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about NIO stock, NIO, you guys, so let's get it. Alright, you guys, let's have a chat about NIO here. It's been a little bit of a beast, a little bit of an animal the last few weeks, and honestly there are two things I kind of want to talk about when we chat about this. And the first thing, I will mention some financials a little bit here in this video, but the main thing, if you know me, you know I love to talk about the business itself, the company, their beliefs, what they're doing, because it is so important that you as a investor, and also even if you're going to be a consumer of something, but more so as an investor, you understand the business. And that's why if you are starting off with investing, a lot of people recommend buying companies that you consume yourself, or use the service, or what have you. So if you drink a lot of Coca-Cola, great company to invest in. You drink a lot of Doritos and Pepsi's a great company. You like makeup, Ulta's a good source. So it's very crucial to understand the business. I feel like people in this sense are really tying Tesla and NIO together for good reason, but I kind of want this video to really be like just a chat with y'all. So feel free throughout the video to leave your comments down below with things that I'm talking about or questions I ask, because I want this to be more of like a friend-to-friend chat, just discussing a stock and its options and ideas about investing into it or not. We could pretend like we're on Shark Tank or something and NIO's coming in to pitch us an idea and we're just sitting there in the chairs, and ultimately even after the numbers check for a lot of these guys, they want to make sure that they understand it and they can add value to the business, or they can feel confident putting their money in that kind of company. This video is more of a chat, but let's go ahead, let's not delay, and let's just get into the damn video. So first things first, I'm going to give some basic financials. I'm gonna go ahead and pop up NIO on the screen for y'all and give you some insight as to what is going on currently right now at this moment, which is November 16th, I believe, the day I'm filming this. So by the time you see this, it's definitely gonna be different, but let's go ahead and let's pop that up on the screen. And as you can see, NIO is around the $45 mark. It's up a little bit today, but check this out. In the last month, 55%, okay? The last 3 months, 200, almost 50% growth. Like that's remarkable. That's crazy. So obviously it has grabbed a lot of people's attention right now, but let's go back to the day. Let's scroll down here. Let's see what's going on. I mean, here's the deal. Their 52-week lows $1.66 and their 52-week highs $54.20. They have a market cap of 48.5 billion with a B, so that's a good amount of money there. And you guys, I mean, ultimately, if you don't know what NIO is, essentially it's an automobile industry out of China that really mimics Tesla. It's really focused on electric vehicles and such, but they also have some other things I want to touch about as well in their company, but their main driver is this electrical vehicle. So a couple additional things I want to add. One being that it is unprofitable. Okay, so they are selling cars, they are doing things, but they're still unprofitable according to Market Watch and Simply Wall Street and all that kind of stuff that I get my research from. But they do have them forecasted to be profitable in the next 3 years or less, so that is a good sign. And you guys, the fair value estimate based on those other sources I've already mentioned, go ahead and put NIO at $20. But with their forecast of actually being profitable in the next at least 3 years, we're seeing a growth rate out of 5 stars, we're seeing a 5 out of 5, and we're also seeing a 68% annual earnings rate that is being forecasted for this company. Now here's the deal. So two things with unprofitable companies. Personally, as a long-term dividend investor, I don't necessarily want to invest in unprofitable companies unless I really understand it or use the service or all that kind of stuff I've already mentioned. Or two, I just have some extra cash that I literally, if I lost everything, every last penny of it, I would be unbothered, which in this day and age is like not really something that I would say I have. So on paper, automatically being unprofitable is an for me, but I have invested short term in some unprofitable companies. I still currently have one in my portfolio, but that's a long story because I was young, dumb, and had no idea what I was doing. But all in all, you guys, here's the deal. If you feel like you missed out on Tesla and you feel like this is going to be your redemption, I would say go ahead, play it. But I would also say you gotta go all in and be totally fine with what you lose, or just don't do it if you're going to second guess yourself or be mad that you lost 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever you have to put in there, okay? So just really be smart when it comes to these kind of things. And also remember that the hype can also drive the price up. If everybody feels like they're missing out, FOMO is what we say here, is going to continually rise because people want to get in, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the company and that stock should be at that value. But there is that other factor of the business itself and how you feel about it and where you stand, and that is a big factor when it comes to these kind of growth stocks. But I am very interested to know your guys' thoughts on investing in unprofitable but yet high hype stocks like NIO. Please let me know down below if it's something that you would invest in strictly on the financials at this point, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the next little bit that I'm gonna talk about here about the business. All right guys, so to jump into the actual business itself, I'm gonna pop up on the screen the website. I'm gonna walk you through a few things I really like about it and we can kind of chat about it, but let's go ahead, let me throw that up for you. And here it is. You can go ahead and see kind of the layout of this website. I gotta say, it's classy, okay? It's very futuristic. They did have a little tidbit on there about me, about that logo and how it represents like blue skies or the sun rising or something like that. It's very like symbolic. So if you're this far in the video, just comment down below blue skies, then I'll know that you guys are actually still with me. But you can see here, I mean, they have cool looking cars. I mean, look at that. They're very futuristic. They're very Tesla-esque, I would say. But let's go ahead and check this out. So here are their cars. They have the ES8. Looks like it's a bit of a SUV type vehicle. It looks like they have an ES6, which seems to be maybe more their sedan. And then it looks like they have these whoa, that's kind of cool. Okay, okay. This one is the EC6. So that looks like a little bit of a smaller SUV slash enlarged sedan. I mean, we can hit learn more here. There's videos you can watch. They got obviously the big tablet-like display in the front. Looks a lot like Tesla if you ask me, but it is what it is. Cool stuff. I mean, they're obviously really pushing this electrical thing. They're really pushing these vehicles. I mean, I think that looks better than a Tesla, but you let me know what you think. Classy stuff on the inside. I mean, real nice looking cars. And we all know, okay, Tesla is a behemoth at the electric car game. They're really the pioneers here. We know the kind of movement there is behind electrical vehicles, but the thing that I really like, I know Tesla does like solar panels and stuff, but the move to more of electric based kind of home life, like I know it's going there in the future, okay? One thing I really do like about NIO is this NIO life that they have going on here. They just have different products. I mean, you can see here in these pictures, they got like luggage, they have shirts, they have what looks like to be like bottles. Is that what's cracking out of that cement or something like that? They got bowls, plates, they got Magic Cube, I don't even know what that is. A scooter. I mean, that's kind of cool. They got ping pong, they got outfits, they got food coming up, they got like, they just doing a lot, okay? They're doing a lot. So here we go, they got the new day, NIO leading the way, this logo, blue sky coming. See, I thought I knew, I thought I read up on that. Next generation car company, be positive, feel good about owning a car. I mean, their marketing really is like, it's a very good experience running through this website. But the thing I want to talk about is actually this right here, and I'll zoom in, but it's not the best picture, but you can see that they're global, okay? So they're over here in Oxford and Munich, they're over here in Beijing because that's where their headquarters are. And look over here in the US of A, we are in San Jose. That's where they're at right now, but you can see their different offices. There's the one in San Jose. It's the North American headquarters, obviously in the heart of Silicon Valley, which is basically where every other tech app kind of progressive technology company is, so makes sense. And another really cool thing I like about NIO is this NIO house. So it's a space for NIO users. It's like a clubhouse for these people to go and use this place, basically like offices or libraries, and you'll see here in a second, but it's like in its own exclusivity, okay? It's got its own exclusive place. And so if you come down here, I mean, it's got cafes, libraries, joy camp for kids. I mean, it's got galleries, living room where you can play things and meet people. I mean, forums for people to come speak. I mean, all that just looks really cool, and that gives an element of desirability. It's like something very special to just these NIO users and to just people with this stuff gets to use. And there are many other cool things. I mean, like I said, they have other models of the car, so I highly suggest that you take your own time and go check out the website, because I don't want this video to just be me going over the website, but it is very eye-opening. It's very cool to see. I do think in the world of electronic vehicles and kind of clean energy, kind of all that stuff that's going on, obviously you have Tesla as kind of the, like I said before, the Pioneer, and then you had companies like Workhorse, Nikola, now we have NIO. So you have these other, I think it was Hylon, I don't know, don't quote me on that. I know there's a few out there, I just haven't really looked at them because I'm not so interested in growth stocks right now. I'm more into the long-term dividend and then options on the side, but whatever, you don't care about that. But I gotta say, after some really kind of researching this company, I like them. I think there is potential to really blow up and honestly give Tesla a bit of a run for its money. And I really like the idea of making the brand feel like this kind of concept of executive. So it's like you have access to these really cool elite kind of lifestyle situations or amenities or benefits that you can get through owning or using a NIO service or car or whatever. And I think that is, I mean, that goes back to like cavemen, doesn't it? Like all the cavemen wanted the women that they knew they couldn't have. I mean, I know that's still a thing. Y'all here know and you think it's a ghost. People tend to want what they can't have. And so the idea of putting something together that only this many people can have because they purchased something at NIO, it kind of leaves the rest of us kind of like, well, I kind of want to do that. Like, that's cool. It gives this sense of VIP feeling, above and beyond kind of thing. And I think that's where they're winning. And if other companies are doing this, please let me know down below. Because like I said, this is a chat and this is just what I've seen from NIO. I haven't really done a deep dive into many of the other companies, but that's kind of just my take on it. I mean, I think of like luxury brand items like Gucci, Louboutin, Coach. I mean, even like brand names like Apple. There's a sense of an elite status when you have these things. So I think that really does drive a brand. I mean, that's why Apple sticks an Apple logo on a case and sells it for $60 or $70 when you can literally buy the same exact case for, I literally got this case for $12, and yes, that's an iPhone 12 Pro Max. That's blue because your girl, you know, we treated ourselves a little bit. And that's also why my investing in stocks I bought this month are not exactly the highest. But make sure you are subscribed because I will be going over that soon in the next few weeks. But there is something to say for that. And I think that's very important as an investor to look at, because people want what they can't have, and people strive. And everybody deep down wants to be elite. They want to be that next level. They want to be able to floss, flex, whatever it is that your word that you want to use. We want to be able to do that inside our being a little bit. So in 2019, they had 11,500 units sold. And as of, I believe it was June, end of June of 2020, they had 21,000 units sold. So they are moving in the correct direction. They are selling more things. And I do believe, like I quickly mentioned before, that Tesla is really driving this company. I think all those people who missed out on Tesla, low-key like myself, even though I wouldn't really invest in it, doesn't matter. I feel like those people who felt they missed out on Tesla now see NIO as an amazing opportunity, because if they can buy in, even at this somewhat elevated stock price of $45, if it runs to $3,000-ish like Tesla did, they are going to be very happy people. So obviously in capitalism, in the way the economy works with companies, competition drives business. Competition drives economy. That's why the winners survive and the losers die, because whoever wins this competition is going to win business, longevity, going to win brand recognition, and ultimately basically just win at life and just have a very successful career in that company. I think Tesla needs a little bit of a thank you for really bumping up this whole NIO thing with the future of how the world is going in 30, 40, 50 years. Clean energy, electricity, renewable energy, all that stuff is going to be very important. And so I think people are really thinking that far ahead. I personally, a few months ago, actually bought like 150 shares when it was like 12 bucks or something, and I sold it when it hit like $17. So yeah, I'm a little bummed about that, but it is what it is. But I have no intention of buying this company and holding it long term until I know in a few years it's profitable, it's sustainable, things are secure, it's legit, it's reliable, all that stuff. Like, that's my personal investing situation, like right now, currently. And yes, I do believe if you are young like me, you should take risks. You should put money in companies like NIO. But my risk is my day trading account that I have at TD Ameritrade. It's my options trading that I do every single morning. That's my risk. That's what I want to do for my risk. If you want to put $1,000, $5,000 into NIO and hold it for 6 months or a year, double your money, triple your money, quadruple your money, that's on you. Like, you do what you got to do. As for a long-term investor, I'm not going to add anything into my portfolio that I don't see either surviving another 20 or 30 years or being too early for me to make that decision. And I just feel like NIO at this point is too early for me to make that decision. If NIO becomes profitable in 5 years and their stock price is $150 50 and they're just cranking it, and they got, maybe they even open up a dividend, they got 0.5 of a dividend, then sure, I may reevaluate and then want to buy into something that I know is here to stay and not going to be volatile and fluctuate and all that kind of stuff. But that truly is my personal opinion. Now, will I option trade it? Maybe. I may do a day trade on it in the morning for like 20 minutes of a position hold, but I think for me, and like I said, please let me know down below where you stand in this, but putting something into my long-term portfolio are companies that I wholly back and that I can honestly say, like, this is a great company. Very curious to know what you guys think. And also, you guys, if you missed my last video talking about 2 companies that I sincerely think you should be investing in right now, go ahead and click this video right here, watch that for me. And always, you guys, please let me know down below what you think. Like the video if you could, because the algorithm really is not helping your girl out right now. And if you are new here, y'all better hit the subscribe button, because I post 2 videos a week all about stocks, money, investing, finance, bada boom, bada bing. I like to make money and have a good ass time, hang out with every single one of you. So if you're into that, just hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell so you don't miss anything. And as always, you guys, if you made it this far, you are the real MVP. Come here, you know I love you. And like always, you guys, enjoy the journey, whatever your journey is. Always remember to do it, set your hearts on fire, and I will see y'all, I better see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.